G'day, here we are in a hangar at the Tauranga Airport. I'm going to introduce you to Harry Harris, who has been a long time member of the Mountain Microlite Club. So, g'day Harry.
Good afternoon everybody.
And when did you start flying?
My flying career began about 1991 with the club MX, as an instructor.
MXA or MX?
MXP was, yeah. And got the solo stage in a few hours in that, and then we bought the Bantam, first Bantam CFM, and I relearned again in that, and then I had about 100 hours in that when I completed the construction of this here KR2,
yep.
Volkswagen car, and had to relearn flying all over again.
Yeah.
Into that.
Is it a microlite?
This is microlite category aircraft. Cruise is about 90 to 100 knots.
Oh wow.
And top speed about 115, 120 and very sensitive, very twitchy,
yeah.
And quite difficult to get back on the ground again.
Mm.
So it's taken a long time to learn how to fly.
There's a tail dragger, I see.
You're wheeled back,
yeah.
And very short, very light on the controls, and very sensitive.
Mm. Oh, good.
And it's fine.
And you've also got a Spitfire.
Yes, after completing the KR, I decided it was a little more of a challenge, so I designed a Spitfire look-alike in the microlite category. It has a 25-foot wingspan, weighs gross weight of about 750, 800 pounds, and it cruises again about 90 to 100 knots. Top speed is a good 120 knots on a 582 Rotax.
Oh, okay. What sort of revs are you having to hold up to get that sort of speed?
Cruise speed about 5.6 gives me about 90 knots.
Oh, okay.
And if you hold it open, it'll go over to 6.5.
Yeah.
There is a problem with the speed range of the propeller. It really needs a variable pitch prop to make it get the best out of the engine. Yeah.
Oh.
So that was all built out of foam and glass, which technology came from the boat building industry, which I have a extensive background. Yeah. And there was a challenge to design it and build it and jump in it and fly it, and so far it's been a lot of fun, and it's the easiest plane in the world to fly for a tail dragger. Yeah. It's a big wing area, very forgiving, and it's a lovely thing.
Mm. Yeah, if you look on our website, you'll see some flying that Harry's been doing sort of around the clouds, not in the clouds, but sort of 1,000 feet away from them, but it's really good to watch.
You've got to have fun.
Yeah, you've got to have fun.
Flying's all about fun.
Yeah. And does your wife fly much?
She's quite happy to ride with me. She's sailed around the oceans in boats I've built and driven around town in cars I've built, so she has to fly around the sky in planes I've built.
Fair enough.
She is not the greatest of pilots, but it's her choice. But if anything happened, she could probably get it on the ground with all 3 pieces of wood.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
She enjoys flying, and we do the local scene within 150 miles around here.
Right, this is a continuation. Here's Harry. He's going to give us a brief description on the engine configuration in his KR. And over to you, Harry.
Okay, it's a basic 1835cc Volkswagen engine. It came mostly as a kit from Great Plains in America at a very reasonable price. Has twin port heads, twin ignition. Ignition's provided by 2 1969 Mercury outboard magnetos, driven by a cog belt off the back of the engine. There's no electrical system apart from a gel cell to run the radio. Starting is achieved, a better start is achieved by using a pulsed ignition system which fires a voltage through one of the coils in the magneto when you're hand starting it, because there's no electric start. Gets going. It runs on avgas or 96 octane. Uses 12 litres an hour at your 90 knots cruise, and will drag 2 small people off the ground quite happily. propellers are wood, glassed over wood, manufactured by myself. 52 by 42 inch pitch.
Yeah, so you made the propeller, Harry?
Yes, it's just carved out. The basic propeller shape was carved on a propeller carver and hand finished.
Wow.
Undercarriage is a glass spring gear made by myself in a mould, simple unidirectional fiberglass. The wheels are plastic, keylight plastic wheels, no brakes. The fuselage structure and the main spars and the wings are timber. The airframe is basically timber airframe with foam and glass surfaces to give it a good slick finish. Easy to maintain, easy to paint, and doesn't weigh much.
As you can see, it's beautifully made.
Okay. The wings unbolt at this point here, but it's not a daily occurrence. It's quite an exercise to take them off, but it's quite easy to disassemble if you have to. Okay, the cockpit layout's pretty simple. The main spar runs through the middle there. A couple of seats. Instruments are very basic. The electric system is kept alive by the solar panel, and that's enough to run the radio, and the trim and everything else runs on batteries.
What does the solar panel just trickle charge the battery?
It just trickle charges the gel cell, and it's enough to keep the radio, it puts in enough to keep the radio running for almost forever.
Wow. Oh, well, that's good. I think that'll sort of just about do us, really. Unless you've got any other things you want to talk about? Or?
No, not at this point in time. We can do a few things in the future.
Yeah. Okay, that's all good.
All right.